What's up with it? It's your boy Kevin Miller. It's the 26th of July. Just lounging back at the crib, you know. Today's topic, though, is we're going to talk about bouncing back in relationships. You know, after you get out of relationships, what do you do? Uh, the most important thing, or one of the most important things, is to realize that it's going to take a little bit of time, you know, because we're all human. We all have emotions, and whenever something that you're attached to is taken away from you, it's gonna hurt for a little while, you know. But in order to heal quicker, you have to learn that you have to let go of that which left you, you know, because a lot of times we still want to hold on to the past. We start letting them fantasies pop up in our mind. We start letting them memories pop up in our mind, and we start thinking about what we had, yada, 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 yada. But all that does is just reopen the wounds, you know? Now, one thing you got to realize, man, is before you met this girl, you were fine. You were loving life. You were enjoying everything. And after her, as long as you let the memories and the fantasies go, the healing process will be a lot quicker. But man, think about it, you know. Some of y'all be getting so attached to these women when they leave. You just don't know what to do with your life, man. But if you really think about it, you were fine before you ever met her. When you were a kid, you weren't even thinking about women. You were just, you know, playing with your toys, playing with your video games, going out there chilling with your friends, and you didn't have a worry in the world. But as you got older, man, you know, television, the little society around you, they didn't convince you that if you're not in a relationship or whatever, then, you know, life is pointless, which is a bunch of nonsense, man. You know, a relationship is only worth it if it adds something to your life, you know. A lot of y'all just be in these relationships because you think that's what you need to be doing, man. But if this woman ain't really adding nothing to your life, man, what is the point of it, you know? If she's causing more problems than, you know, than benefits, you're just wasting your time, man. So if she decides to leave you on that occasion, that's a great thing. You don't need to be in a relationship. The only time you need to be in one really is if y'all are mutually beneficial to each other. So come in with the realization that relationships are something that that should be a blessing. If they're not a blessing, you don't need it. Now, you've been with this or that girl for however long, and you're wondering, how do you get over her? How you get over her is, you know, as I said before, time. 2, you're not reopening them wounds by trying to revisit the past, by trying to recreate the past. And realize, man, that, you know, once you get back out there, you start talking to different women and all of that, you know, your thoughts of her, a lot of times they're eventually going to fade away, because while you're with her, you wasn't thinking about the other girls in your past, were you? You shouldn't be. And you most likely weren't. So once you give things time and you start getting back out in the field and talking to new women, you're going to find out, man, that, you know, she wasn't nearly as important as you thought she was, you know. And this is also why, man, I advise never building your life around another person, man. You know, never make another person your world. They're a part of your life, but they're never your whole life. Because humans, man, they'll disappoint you more times than not, you know. So if you make somebody your world and they do something foul, it's going to be hard to carry on from there, because you done put so much of your worth on their shoulders. So you know what I mean? You need to build a very strong foundation outside of relationships, outside of dating and all of that. You know, improve your relationship with God. have some kind of hobbies. Make sure you chill with your friends. Don't be one of them dudes that once you get a woman, you ain't never seen. You just disappear and you hang with her all the time. You know? Improve your relationship with your family, man. Go take a trip, you know. Do something you enjoy, man. Never build your life around another person. They're a part of your life. They're not your life. Therefore, if they decide to leave, you know, you have 10,000 other things you could be doing and enjoying, man. Life is too short to be throwing months and years down the drain, feeling sorrow just because somebody ain't around anymore, man. You know what I mean? You can't let anybody steal your joy. So basically, to bounce back from a relationship, what you do is, you know, you realize that there's going to be a period of pain because you are human, but you also have to, once you come to the realization that there's other women out there that like you, that want to see what you're about, and that, you know, as soon as you really connect with one of those, the you know, the woman that you were sweating over, you ain't really gonna think about her anymore. You know, once you have a whole bunch of other things you could be doing with your free time, thinking about that old woman that just left you, it ain't gonna be as difficult, man, because you know you're occupying yourself with things that you really love to do. I think the most important realization is we got to stop having this fantasy that this or that woman is the one. You know what I'm saying? The woman that's the one is the one that decides to stick around, you know? So if a woman peeled off on you, man, yeah, it might hurt a little bit, man, but stop trying to handcuff her, whether it be physically or mentally, man. If she decides to go out that door in your mind, just let her go, man. Because you're going to be wasting a whole bunch of your time sweating over somebody that ain't sweating over you. You know, and you're going to be blocking that next woman that want a chance from coming in by thinking about this woman, you know, who decided to jump ship, you know. So basically, man, have some self-worth about yourself and, you know, realize that there's other women out there and there's a whole bunch of other things in life that can be bringing you joy, man. You know, if a woman ain't want to stay around, you know, let her go. And let the next one on in. On that note, I'm out. Peace.